Good morning and welcome to Story Time with Mr. Hallum. It's a chance for us to get together and do a story. So today's Tuesday. That means yesterday was Monday. That means I completely blew yesterday and forgot about it. I thought it was Sunday. Being out of school this long has really messed with my brain. I'm losing track of days and things of that nature. So I'm going to have to set a reminder somewhere to record. So this week we'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay? So today, on Tuesday, since I messed up, I've got up early and going to do a little bit longer story. This is The Girl Who Thought in Pictures, the story of Dr. and I have to read this, Temple Grandin. Okay? And it was written by Julia Finley Mosca and illustrated by Daniel Riley. Okay? The Girl Who Thought in Pictures. Look at her. Ooh. Do you think in pictures? I like to think about things. Although yesterday I didn't do much thinking. I was thinking, can I watch another episode of The Mentalist? Yes, I can. That's why I lost track of my day. I was watching a TV show. I didn't do much thinking. Do more thinking. All right. So, Girl Who Thought in Pictures. If you've ever felt different, if you've ever been low, if you don't quite fit in, there's a name you should know. Temple Grandin's that name. In her tale, you'll find glory. So get ready, get set for this cowgirl's true story. In the city of Boston, one hot summer day, a sweet baby was born. It was Temple. Hooray! Unique from the start, an unusual girl, she loved spinning in circles and watching things twirl. But some things she hated, like certain loud sounds, or bright crowded places, large cities and towns. Frilly dresses with tags made her itch, pull, and tug. But something else she hated, a big squeezy hug. A shy loner, this Temple, but when she got mad, when her feelings of stress and frustration got bad, quite the tantrum she'd throw, kick, holler, bang, shriek. Yet still, by age 3, not one word did she speak. Funny story about Albert Einstein. I don't know if he told it or what, but he hadn't started speaking by the age of 5, and his mom was really worried that something was going to happen. And then one day he came in and he asked her a question, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you could speak." He said, "Oh, I've been able to speak for a while. I just didn't have anything to say." What? She'll never be normal was what some did say. Her brain's not quite right. You must send her away. Away, not my Temple, her mother proclaimed. We will figure this out. You should all be ashamed. See this little thing right there? That's called a Newton's cradle. And you pull back one ball, and when you drop it, it hits here. The end ball goes out, and then it comes back and hits, and the end ball goes out. And it's a way of proving that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you were to take two balls and pull them back and let it go, then two balls on the end would go and come back and do that. And if you take three, because there's five balls, take three balls and you let it go, then what happens is it comes down, and when it hits balls, so you label your balls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You pull back 1, 2, 3, and it comes down, hits. Then 3, 4, 5, keep going. Then it comes back, and then 4, 5, stop, and 3, 2, 1, go back up. It's very interesting. To show the picture, yeah. Then, little by little, though sometimes she balked, special teachers helped Temple, and one day she talked. And that thing with her brain, it was autism, you see. She was different, not less, they finally agreed. Like most kids her age, she loved ice cream and art. But the way Temple thought, that's what set her apart. If something was mentioned, for instance a fly, in her mind she'd see dozens of photos fly by. When the time came for school, let's just say that was hard. Kids taunted and chased her all over the yard. They picked on poor Temple, how crazy it drove her. They teased her for saying things over and over, and over and over and over. Look at her. Until finally she snapped. Yes, she did. Lost her cool. Threw a book at a kid and was kicked out of school. No one really got Temple, but well, then again, the truth of it was, Temple didn't get them. You need time away, said her mom. That's what's best. We'll go out and visit your aunt on a ranch way out west. And guess what? Fitting in on a farm was less stress, since the pigs didn't care if her hair was a mess. Quite a sweet spot she had for the cows in their herds, such big, gentle beasts who knew nothing of words. As she watched her new friends, a thought popped in her head. These cows think like me, in pictures instead. At a new school that fall, Temple found more support, and a teacher who taught her, you'll never fall short. When you find what you're good at like science, you'll soar. And that teacher was right. He had opened a door. So she built a machine like she'd seen on some farms, an invention that hugged her with boards and not arms. It worked, she had done it, from memory it's true, and just like the cows, it made Temple calm too. I am special, she thought, like a bright shooting star. My attentions to details could help me go far. There were studies she learned, there were farms not so kind. I will help them, she said, some solutions she'd find. And then something cool. Can you guess? Could it be? Off to college she went. A degree? She earned 3. And though ladies weren't experts on farm at the time, do you think that stopped Temple? No way. She did fine. She stepped through that door and went forward, no tears. She took on the world, but at times she had fears, because some things were scary, like people she'd meet who ignored her ideas and, well, wouldn't be sweet. But she never gave up, learned her stuff through and through, like why cows will circle and what makes them moo. To build better farms was her goal. She would do it. Be kind to our creatures. They have feelings. She knew it. And slowly but surely she changed many minds until farm after farm built her awesome designs. Word spread about Temple. Her feet's not so small. Temple Grandin, she's grand. She's the greatest of all. Now, for these things and more, she's won honors and prizes. And a movie was made, but the biggest surprise is that girl with the future that couldn't be bleaker. Yes, the once silent girl, she is now a big speaker. Today she spreads hope with her stories and speeches. From New York to Sydney to Rome, Temple teaches. Each person is special, so unique are our minds. This world needs your ideas. It takes it takes brains of all kinds. So here's the lesson. Feeling odd or offbeat, being different might just be what makes you so neat. Don't let doubt hold you back, not for 1 minute more. Stand tall and like Temple, march right through the door. Dear reader, as a child, I was glad that my mother always encouraged my ability in art. I encourage you to find something you're good at and work on developing it. I'm not good at reading. If you're interested in becoming a scientist like me, find cool new ways to look at things such as microscopes and telescopes. Explore nature. Think up your own hands-on science experiments. Keep learning, especially from your mistakes. Temple Grandin. There she is right there. What an interesting story. I like to hear about people's thinking. That's one of the things that I really like to do. It's when especially if I'm working with older kids, little kids, you guys, your brains are active and moving. You can think all kinds of ways. If I say, well, let's think about this, everybody can think about that. But when you get older, things start shutting down. By fifth grade, you're like, okay, let's do this. And they're like, well, I can't sing or I can't draw, blah, 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 blah. And so something happens, early in a child's life where it starts kind of shutting down their imagination and ability to think. So yeah, use your imagination today. Get out there. Don't watch TV. Don't play a video game. It's a beautiful day. Go outside. Build something. A former student of mine, a young man named Nate, he's all about going out and finding snakes and frogs and lizards and things of that nature. So, he's got a herpetology kind of mind. So he might think about becoming a reptile scientist. But he can keep those snakes at home because I don't do snakes. That said, have a wonderful day. See you next time at Storytime with Mr. Hallum.